everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the Dungeons & Dragons Golden Archive Xanathar and Stylgar from Hasbro. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. This box is so big it's hard to fit in my review stand, but boy does it look beautiful. We have Xanathar over here looking at his goldfish, very cute. We also have Xanathar over here with some accessories. We have some nice globes and science little baubles everywhere, pretty neat. We have a logo over here, a beholder crime lord who leads a guild of the most disreputable denizens of the water deep. Xanathar cares only for gold, and his fish what does that say? Stylgar, yeah, pretty cool. The back is awesome. He is a hefty boy, 10 inches by 7.5 inches. That's crazy. The accessories again, some articulation points over here. On the bottom we have some legalese. On the other side we have a really creepy picture of him. Yeah, get this out of your nightmares tonight. On the top we have the D&D logo, and now let's open Xanathar and Stylgar. The first accessory is Xanathar's pile of gold. It looks beautiful. Each individual piece of gold is sculpted and placed on here really nicely, or it could be 3D printed or something like that, but it is just amazing. There's a skull over here with a little smile. That's creepy. It's kind of peeking out of the gold. That's very nuts. A couple of goblets over here, 1 and 2, peeking out of the gold as well. We have a third one over here also. Kind of wish there were a couple of rubies, something different, you know, than gold. And also, it's really not flat. I know that when Xanathar sits on it, it will be flat, but it'd be nice if it came flat out of the package. Just for fun, the bottom is this over here. It's a very rudimentary stand, but it works nonetheless, and you can see some of the gold on those fringes on the side looking very nice. It's a very well done piece. Now here's the fish we all wish to be, Stylgar. Stylgar or Stylgar, but I like Stylgar. It gives him style and pizzazz. I love this look. Very cute, good fishy. I really love the gradient on him or her. I'm not sure what kind of fish this is. It looks really cute and adorable. The fins are amazingly done. That gradient is really nice. Makes him look like a little sort of candy kind of thing. The globe around is done in a gold and looks really cool. I don't like this separation over here though. And I don't like the pole coming out of Stylgar to facilitate the levitation. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Make it look like it's swimming in here. I just don't get it. It'd be great if you could actually put water in here. That'd be really nice. The bottom is some sort of dirt, I would guess, some sand for the fish to just sort of play around in. It looks great. And the bottom has a little hole for something. Also a screw over there too. Kind of weird to have metal in my plastic figures, but I'll let it slide. A really nice looking fish that is just super cool. Stylgar, you're adorable. I love you. The first tentacle eye we'll be going over has a bangle over here looking really great and ornate, and a red pupil with a gold sort of like iris, I would guess. It's really interesting, and there's the hole for the little peg. Really cool. This next one's a bit janky. Has 2 little bangles and a red pupil with gold iris. There's the hole for the peg. Looks really nice. I love those little folds and stuff. It's really weird and fleshy. This eye over here also has a red pupil and another bangle, differently oriented though and differently shaped. Really nicely done for this. This one does not have a bangle at all. Does have a red pupil though, and there's the hole for the back. It's kind of kinked all up. Similar to before, another bangle but different, as well as a red pupil, but I do find there to be some paint that's kind of badly done on this. Just clean it up a little bit and we'll be fine, Hasbro. Very wrinkly over here, by the way. I think we saw something similar to this eye, but yeah, it has no bangles on it or anything. Red pupil though, and there's the hole. It's really weird and fleshy near the hole. Ugh. Another red pupil, another bangle, another hole, but this one's extra wrinkly and really creepy. This one's kind of boring. It's in a weird, almost trapezoid U shape. Red pupil, hole, wrinkles, ew. Let's move on. This one's pretty kinked up with another bangle that's small and a green pupil this time. Very interesting. And finally, we have one more green pupil eye with a bangle that has horses on it with their manes stuck up. That's pretty cool. It's a nice little detail. And yeah, this one's pretty wrinkly too. But what monster has this many eyes? What creature possesses this much love for gold? And why does he have a pet fish? Stay tuned for Xanathar, the Beholder, right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. This is Xanathar the Beholder. The top of Xanathar's head is amazing, the scales are wonderful, and these little nodules will be for those tentacles we saw earlier. The horns are great. It is just so excellently done. The striations and ridges over here are wonderful. What a beautiful bald cap head top. This is the face only a mother can love. I like the gradient going from the top of the head to the midsection, looking really nice. He has a little lip piercing that's really funny. Every tooth is meticulously sculpted and painted really nicely, and that eye is just gorgeous. I love how that looks. The shine on it is great, as well as the interior is wonderful. Great job, Hasbro, on that eyeball. Going around to the back, we have more little nodules and little holes over here. I don't know where they go to or what they're for. They're pretty nice, I guess. And the bottom is more just reptilian-looking ridges and striations, but it is an excellent-looking body, head, whatever you call this, it's phenomenal. According to the instructions that came with him, there is an order to the tentacles, so I'm going to try to adhere to that. Putting in the tentacles should be pretty easy. You just attach them with the ball kind of willy-nilly and just move them around a bit. They fit very simply. They're not going to pop or anything, so just putting them in is kind of the hard part. But yeah, getting them in is pretty simple, I would guess. Just popping them in here. 3 goes over there. 4 and 5 are on the top. This one's 5. It goes in the bottom of that. You may have to move the tentacles a little bit out, a little bit. Just sort of wiggle them in. Give them a little wiggle here and there. Move that peg out a little bit. There we go. There is kind of a thump when it goes in, making sure all the tentacles are inside and working well. Some of them don't even face the actual front. They just sort of sit limply in the back and don't really do much of anything. These top ones are really difficult to get them in, though. You have to really finagle for that hole over there. It's also kind of painful, too. Move these in place. It's really hard to place these on. As you can see, I've gained a bangle of my own on my tentacles. So we have number 7 going on, at least right over here, just watching out for those horns over there I think cut me. So yeah, just be careful with that. These seriously could be easier to put on, though. I think some kind of other peg would be great. We have number 8 going on over here on the side. This one's very difficult. Gonna really position it, move it, have to fit in all the way. Then 9 and 10 are gonna be a snap. I think that's 10. This one's 9. We go in order and smush him in the eyeball there, and then 10 right over here. This is exceedingly difficult, by the way. Getting all these tendrils on, and we're done. He is a beast. Wow. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. With every tentacle at his command, he looks amazing. They swivel really nicely and move pretty well. All of them have a really good swivel. It's awesome. They're just super nice tentacles. And I gotta say, I switched 9 and 10, and it's much better having the symmetry over here. Having a tentacle looking up at the sky, I don't know. Looking forward is better for me, at least. Yeah, you want to get some coverage everywhere. But with every tentacle moving and shifting and everything like that, it's just super awesome. This is a phenomenal looking figure. His mouth can also open. It looks really great. He looks very happy. I just like it a lot. You can kind of make him talk too if you do stop motions. For even more articulation on the roof of his mouth, he has a lever. You can move his eye sort of left and right, and then down, and then up, and then any sort of configuration you really want. But I'm going to have him looking a little center. Mostly down is sort of intimidation factor. Up is kind of like he's dazed a little bit, but sort of center is what I want to place him as, and it looks really great with him, his mouth open, closed, whatever you want to do. He's just so happy, boy. Putting him on his pile of gold, he looks really nice in this configuration exactly, though. You want this piece to be towards his back on the opposite side of the piercing, and yeah, it looks much better this way. He may shift a little bit, so adjust as according and needed, but yeah, having his back weight placed on this over here near the goblets is fine. It looks really good. If you want him sort of tilting downward, you can have him leering at the heroes or good guys this way, but yeah, it's a plethora of experiences with this guy. I'm gonna have him looking up a little bit just because I like it. I could use the eye function to go a little bit deeper, and with his mouth open, can kind of position him too, and he just looks so happy on his pile of gold. I love it. And with Stylgar by his side, they're unstoppable. Here are Xanathar and Stylgar looking awesome as always. They look so cool together, with Xanathar to the top of his tallest tentacle at around 8.5 inches on top of the gold, and around 7.5 inches on top of his tallest tentacle without the gold, but also around 5 inches or so go with just his body. And Stylgar standing at about 3 inches tall to the top of the sort of fishbowl enclosure, both next to the Mattel Too Bad figure, who looks pretty awesome next to these guys, as well as my kit batch Simon Belmont, who I got this figure for, and Xanathar is just amazing. Wow, these monsters are just wonderful, and I love them all. Oh, and here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Happy Halloween, everyone. Overall, the eyes have it. Xanathar is an awesome figure. I really love how he looks. The blue and yellow look so nice together, as well as the pink for his mouth. The little bangles, bips, and bobs that are all gold on him are very satisfyingly well done. The one of the horses is really neat, and all the elements that come together to make this figure and character are excellent. The way the eye moves is fantastic. I really love how that looks, and how he can look at Stylgar is amazing. That little figure fish is adorable. Very cute. My big issue with this figure is assembly, though. Putting it together, you have to really shove those tentacles inside the ports, and it's a shame that this figure actually hurt me when trying to put it together. I do wish there was some kind of compromise or better way to put this figure together, because right now it's quite painful. The pile of gold is a nice touch. However, I do find that it kind of lacks the amount of skulls I would want, as well as the goblets. It could be more unique and cooler looking. I also find that it does not serve as a great stand for Xanathar. Instead, there could be some kind of flight stand for him or other kind of stand, but either way, the gold doesn't really work that well for me. If you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, you probably already have this figure, but if not, he is excellent and looks really cool. My minor gripes aside, he is well worth it and is just awesome. But make no mistake, you may have 2 eyes looking out, but 11 looking back at you. So which character is your favorite, Stylgar or Xanathar? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.